Okay, what's going on, YouTube fam? Um, Sitting here eating lunch, but what I want to chime in on today is based upon what I heard the reports of in Chicago. You had the 15 homeless people that froze to death in Chicago last night, and they actually found them this morning. Um, the one thing about it is for me is that it's true and near and dear to my heart because at one point in time I was homeless, and the one thing that I see when I think about it is how harsh and cruel this world is, um, and how people are too homeless people. Um, I can depict on myself, like I've said before in videos. Some people asked me when I was homeless if I'm okay, and I said no. And when I said no, they just walked right on by. They didn't care about it if it was them. They didn't care about it at all. As long as it wasn't them, they weren't gonna help. And the one thing about it is for me is that there is people that probably seen them out there that knew that they were homeless and they were out in the cold. Yesterday in Chicago, it was 18 below zero. They're having record cold there. 18 below zero. Today is supposed to be 20 below zero, and the wind chills are supposed to be in between 30 and 50 below. So instead of somebody stating that, hey, let's go ahead and let's see what we can do for one person, even if you don't have to do anything for all 15 of them that they found. You could have did something for one or two of them stating that, let's see if I can find a shelter for them to go to. Let's see if I can get them a hotel room for a day or two so they could be out the cold and give them and make sure that they'll be able to get fed either by giving them money or having them somewhere, taking them somewhere where a hotel will provide breakfast for them, a continental breakfast. What this is what people did see, and this is what people see when they see homeless people. And this is the one true thing. This is what they see. They look at you. They look at you carrying your bags. They look at you looking dirty, smelling funky, smelling stinky. Because I've been there before and I've done that, and they're thinking, oh, he's just a bum. He's an alcoholic. He's a drug addict. Anything like that. Being for me at the time, for me being homeless, it wasn't any of that. It was just decisions and choices that I made, things that didn't come through, and a stroke of bad luck for me that ended up for me being homeless at the moment in time. So it was just all this a stroke of bad luck, and next thing you know, I'm out on the street. And what people really have to understand is that we are a few bad decisions or a few bad choices of being the people that just died the other day in Chicago. Just a few bad choices away. Heck, it can't even be a few bad choices away. It could just you can come into your job, and next thing you know is we're laying people off, so we got to let you go. Because people don't think about that. People don't think that it could be them that was out there on the street. I even put it this way. I would tell people that I'm, like I said, I'll tell people I'm not okay. And I'll put it this way. I understood this in the beginning. I said, what if there was them? But what if they had children? What if it was their kid out there? What if one of their kids out there that died? They'd be in an uproar right now because they would figure nobody wanted to help my child. Or whatever. And I look at this and I think about this and it really disgusts me. Why wouldn't somebody help them? knowing that they're out here in this record below temperatures in Chicago, to provide, to go ahead and either provide shelter for them by either getting them a room or taking them actually to a homeless shelter, which I definitely really believe that they do have winter shelters out there in Chicago, just like they do here. Because I'm in the state of Virginia and I know that they do have winter shelters for people here. And I look at it and it disgusts me how we can't help. And I hate to say this, and I'm going to chime this in on the end right here because I'm definitely going to chime this in right here because of this. And I'm just being very, very honest. Is this. Instead, we're sitting here, Trump is worried about some damn wall that's not being built and having disagreements with people. And instead of sitting here trying to help these homeless people, or whatever, or to give aid to Puerto Rico, which some people don't know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. People don't understand that, but I know that Puerto Rico is U.S. territory. Instead of helping these people, they are so worried about a bigger issue. When homelessness is really a big issue in this country. And let's say, and they talk about, okay, we got to end up putting America first. Let's switch that. Let's just put Americans first. The people that are in this country that help build this country, that help make this country, that really help this country go around, that helps the wheels to be set in motion, is the people that's here in this country. Let's help out the veterans. Let's help out the homeless. Let's help out the people that are in low-income housing, struggling. Let's help and provide for them instead of worrying about some damn wall that's being built and that we're having disagreements about, among with other things. Among other things. This really, this situation with these people dying should have never happened if we would just all come together and have kindness and actually have a heart. Because like I said earlier in this video, you're a few bad decisions, choices, or just basically a stroke of bad luck away from being where they were at last night.